going on over here with you guys? I hear this chatter back and forth. What's happening? I ain't gonna say exactly what we were saying, but just seeing things in the media, and videos and stuff like that. And fighters like to bring up things that happen, behind closed doors, but they don't speak on everything that happened. So yeah, I asked for a picture, but this man did tell me not to call him out after this fight. So you take that for what it is. Keyshawn, Jose, thank you so much for your time this afternoon.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So out of all the press conferences that Teofimo Lopez has ever been involved in, without a doubt, this is the one that made him the most uncomfortable. First, he gets into an exchange with Keyshawn Davis sitting right next to him, with them fighting on the same card. Then Keyshawn comes out and makes an amazing revelation. Teofimo Lopez, he asked Keyshawn Davis not to call him out after his next fight. I mean, who does that? Who says something like that? Especially when you consider the fact that Teofimo Lopez is only 26 years old. It's not like Teofimo is 36 years old like Floyd Mayweather was towards the end of his career, after he's already beat a number of pound-for-pound fighters, and he has new generation fighters calling him out when he's already pretty much out the door. This is not the position that Teofimo Lopez is in. At this stage, when Floyd Mayweather was 26, he was just getting started. Keyshawn Davis is 24 years old. And what makes this so ironic is when Teofimo Lopez said, "This is my last fight on ESPN, they can keep the black fighters." He was talking about Keyshawn Davis. He was talking about Shakur Stevenson. He was talking about Devin Haney, who was fighting on ESPN at the time. He was talking about Bruce Carrington. He was talking about all of the black fighters in the top-ranked stable. But now you're on stage with one of those black fighters, and you even politely asked him if he could not call you out? What part of the game is that, guys? I mean, the microphones and cameras have not been friendly to Teofimo. Remember, guys, this is the same fighter that got caught on camera asking Top Rank not to make him fight Arnold Barboza. He said, "I need bigger fish. It's a waste of my time." But yet, this is the same guy who agreed to fight Pedro Campa, George Kambosos, and Sandor Martin. Over 3 years ago, Teofimo, he said the Devin Haney fight, it shouldn't happen for at least 3 to 5 years. You fast forward to present day, and he's telling Keyshawn Davis, or he's asking Keyshawn Davis to please not call him out after his next fight? Man, if these are the things that we know Teofimo Lopez has actually said, imagine the type of things Teofimo says off camera. I mean, they can keep the black fighters. Please don't call me out in your next fight. That's the censored version of the Teofimo Lopez album. Imagine how the uncensored version sounds. This is also the same man who just recently said he cried for 4 days when he found out he was fighting against Jermaine Ortiz. And then he says, "But I gotta stay positive." Teofimo Lopez is one of the most insecure boxers I've ever seen, especially on this level. The reason why you always hear Teofimo say, "I gotta stay positive, because he lacks confidence. And he lost all of that confidence when he lost to George Kambosos and then nearly lost to Sandor Martin. I mean, can you guys imagine what Teofimo Lopez would say about Devin Haney if Devin was the one that lost to George Kambosos? And it was Teo that ended up beating George Kambosos easy 2 times in a row. Teo would be telling everybody he beat the best fighter in the division because he beat Devin Haney. I mean, we've seen this with the Regis Prograis Josh Taylor situation. Teofimo was actually Regis Prograis' mandatory, and that was the fight that people expected Teofimo to take until Teo turned it down. Just to fight Josh Taylor coming off of his worst performance and saying he beat the best guy in the division, and that's why he didn't have to fight Regis Prograis. Which is when he asked his team, "Do I still got it? Do I still have it?" Now, because Teo is still young, he still has time to go out there and take on the biggest challenges, fight the guys that the boxing world wants him to fight. But the more he keeps using big names and then fighting Jermaine Ortiz or fighting Sandor Martin, the more respect fans are losing for him. Fans are tired of Teofimo Lopez constantly mentioning the big names, but never does he fight them. It's like some deadbeat promising he's going to come and visit his son. He keeps saying, "Yeah, I'm going to be there next week. I'm going to be there next week. I'm going to be there next month." But he never shows up. You have to deliver on your promise eventually. Fans are no longer falling for you just mentioning Devin Haney's name, mentioning Crawford's name, when all along your plan was to fight Rolly Romero or Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Fans are not falling for that anymore, no matter what excuses you're using for why you're not fighting them next. You guys have to understand something. Teofimo, he has no excuse not to make some of these fights because everybody wants to fight him. It's not like Devin Haney's situation, especially when Devin was at 135. Nobody wanted to fight Devin Haney. And to this day, he still doesn't have as many options as Lopez has. But that's always how it is in the sport of boxing, because everyone always wants to fight the most beatable guy, or the guy they perceive as the most beatable guy at the top. It's not a coincidence that out of Devin Haney, Gervonta Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, and Teofimo Lopez, Ryan and Teo were always looked at as the two weakest links. And now they both have an L on their record. This Thursday, Jermaine Ortiz, he'll be trying to put the second loss on Teo's record, at least the official second loss on his record. From just the eye test, he definitely looks like he's better than Kambosos. We'll see if that is the case this Thursday. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes,
Fever blisters, diabetic ulcers.
this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo de Key Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodekey.com.
Like them on Facebook and follow them on Instagram.
Fellas, I've got some great news for you. If you've lost your hair or have a receding hairline, the time has come when you can finally get your hairline back through a process called scalp micropigmentation. So here's how it works. It's a hair tattoo that replicates the look of your hair follicles when you have fully shaved it down. So to get this hookup, make sure you follow and contact my man Scalp Carolinas on Instagram.
Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.
An important message from Youth Fountain Laboratory, makers of VasoFlux and VasoFlux for Men. If you're over the age of 35 and over the years you've eaten pizza, dairy foods, deli meats, or meats with fat, you are likely to have some degree of plaque buildup in your veins and arteries. This increases your risk of suffering a stroke or heart attack exponentially, and no one wants such a catastrophic event to occur. Introducing Blackout. Blackout is made of all natural ingredients proven to help dissolve clots in the blood, remove calcium deposits and plaque from the walls of veins and arteries, improve viscosity of the blood, improve elasticity of the veins and arteries, treat varicose veins, and prevent the reoccurrence of plaque buildup. For more information, visit Youth Fountain Laboratory at youthfountainlab.com or call 1-800-853-7856. And remember, to help unclog veins and arteries, get the Blackout.